Hello, everybody. Welcome to the video. Today we have a 2022 NFL Draft. Just kidding. Whoa, what's going on here? Why did it resume? What are we doing? Why are we already at pick number 13? I hate Madden, dude. Dude, Madden sucks. Madden very much sucks. All right, so basically, I've been spending my time on this draft class for myself, and I just hit my hand on my desk. Not too hard, but enough to hurt. Yeah. So I just did my draft board. I basically took someone else's and made it better. That's as simple as it could be. I'm going off of a couple of other mock drafts and then some draft profiles and whatnot. And I've got a full 2 rounds done. I plan to work on the third tonight, but I've got all the way to here done. Brandon Joseph is the last pick that I had done and whatnot. So we have all these guys through here who are you know, I put in their spots. I haven't edited dev traits ratings or anything like that yet, but I definitely will definitely be getting to that. But I just want to see how this does in Madden simulation once we get to the draft. I want to see, Will Anderson off the board number 1 would kind of just be a given. Um I didn't like make him crazy, crazy, crazy. I did with Bijan though. I'll tell you that much. And then I will upload this to the Madden shares. The first chance I have, it'll probably be the most accurate one on PC to give myself props. Just because of everything, and I'm listening to certain people's mockings and whatnot, and I will try to update it the best I can. As time goes on, but I'm kind of just doing this as a current thing, so it's easier to do some of those off-season videos and whatnot. So hopefully you guys can enjoy this. It'll be on PC. You can't really get it on Xbox or anything like that. But I will make sure to get this draft class up and out of here into, the Madden share or yeah, whatever, the file share system in this game as soon as I can. And if you guys do see, you see both Bryce Young and CJ Stroud look pretty good, right, with straight A's across the board. CJ Stroud I made really good. He's my QB1 in the class. I'll disclose that much to you guys. I have him as my QB1 in this next upcoming draft class. Tyree Wilson towards the top of people's boards. A guy over guys like Miles Murphy, and then Bijan at 10. I think it's a real possibility. I mean, he's a game changer and a half. No reason you shouldn't get him. Michael Mayer at 11. Jordan Addison at 12. And then obviously you've just got some of these guys. Order will change when it's all said and done. But right now, this is where I've gotten. I'm 2 rounds into the thing. I haven't exactly gotten everyone's ratings down, looks down, like face, whatever. So who should we scout? All right, we're gonna choose a couple of focus players. I think I want to learn more since we're probably gonna have like a top like 10 pick somewhere around here. Probably Jordan Addison, since we don't know much about him. Probably want I don't know. Do we need a tackle? We need a tackle and a guard, but that looks good to me. I'm not sure who's all that great and that bad, but I know like a few things for sure. And I think we'll just go with those guys right there. And let's head to the draft and see how this draft class does. So basically, in this recording, we will literally just be watching Madden do a mock draft, a 2 round mock draft. We'll put it that way. And we'll see, who rises, who drops, who falls, who whatever in this Madden simulation. So I thought that it should be pretty interesting to see how it does with the draft because Madden's draft simulator has gotten better through time for sure. But last year it was freaking horrible, especially with realistic draft classes. But this year we look to see it a little differently, yeah? Um, okay, wait, I know why it skips to my pick. So we just missed the first 5 picks. Oh, which really sucks. I don't want to go all the way back and do it all over again, dude. Am I gonna do it? I think I'm gonna do it. So what I was telling you guys this, and then I forgot I paused the recording, and I'm not used to doing that, so I didn't unpause it before I talked. I'm ripping all this setup out, moving it out, getting like $300 worth of stuff today. I've already got a third monitor right here. and I'll be installing that and just ripping this whole setup out and then re-putting everything in here more organized, better. Everything should be different. Next time you see this office, it's a closet in the master bedroom of my house, but cans, pier leaves, more cans up there. Everything will be ripped on out of here, and I'll put everything back in here. Just I'm filling up time. All right. I've got to make a longer video. They do better on YouTube. And can we just get to the draft? And finally, we have a draft where it's on 1 overall, and it's actually the right 1 overall pick since the Texans absolutely sold with that win. They won a game, and that's selling. All right. In case you guys were curious. I also am getting a new mic, by the way. I don't know. At 1 overall, the Bears are picking, and my pick here would definitely be Will Anderson, and it's probably going to be Will Anderson off the board at number 1. This is originally the Texans pick, but Madden sucks so bad you can't get the, whatever, you can only get to the Week 10 standings. And C.J. Stroud goes off the board before Bryce Young. And let you know this is not an inaccurate take just because he's my QB1. I still have Bryce Young higher, but in real life, teams probably don't even have Bryce Young on their draft boards, references, whatever, just because of his size alone. We've seen it cause problems in the past. And Tyree Wilson, another edge rusher for the Jags at number 3, leaving Bryce Young on the board here for... No! Bryce Young continues on the board, and the Texans get a dream pick at number 5 with Bryce Young. Wow, that was a weird little shakeup there. Christian Gonzalez, corner, goes to Pittsburgh immediately. Isaiah Foskey off the board, another edge rusher, goes to the Lions to go off the other edge than Aiden Hutchinson. I think I have like a hair on my cheek or something. Miles Murphy off the board. We're seeing a lot of pass rushers go, and Brian Brzee, looks fine. I didn't mind like where he was in the draft and whatnot. But Andrew Voorhees, the guard, actually comes off early. Michael Mayer to the Lions, little TJ Hawkinson replacement. Bijan to the Cardinals. I really do like that. I really do. At number 12. Let's look at the board and see who's left after the first 13 picks. Jordan Addison's here. Keely Ringo. Broderick Jones. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Will Levis remains on the board. Not contains, but remains. Jalen Duncan's here as well. Peter Skronsky. Jalen Hyatt down the board. The Biletnikoff Award winner. I think he's the Biletnikoff this year. Could have been last year. I don't know. Anywho, moving on. Trenton Simpson goes off the board. So they've got themselves Jalen Carter and now Trenton Simpson. Keely Ringo. Now I'm guessing Bradbury would have had to have left. And who do the Packers take here? I will simulate past it. And they take Jordan Addison. That is the biggest news ever. Imagine having Christian Watson off one side, Jordan Addison off the other. You just have an elite separator and then an elite playmaker. I think that would really just work, especially in the long run, whenever your new quarterback steps in, considering Rodgers is highly likely to be gone. Broderick Jones at left tackles taken for the Colts. Jalen Duncan, back-to-back tackles. And then we're going to see Zion Nelson, 3 tackles taken back. Now with the Commanders, Will Levis comes off the board to the Commanders at 19 overall. That is a pick of the century. Felix Enudike Uzama goes early. Supposed to be the last pick of the draft or of the first round here, and he goes off to the Bucks right there. Cam Smith, a late first rounder, off to the New York Giants. I actually like that a lot. Jack Campbell, linebacker, fits the description for the Patriots right there. Peter Skoronsky lasts till this long. Of course, I mean, that is a bit far down. I'll probably end up moving him up the board. Quentin Johnston, absolute physical receiver. I did not change his college. The college is wrong. I need to make that TCU. Good receiver, though. Good receiver. You're definitely getting a T. Higgins type player, number 2. And Jalen Hyatt, another weapon for Justin Herbert in that high-powered offense. Probably would have preferred, I don't know. There's got to be someone up there that I would have taken on the interior. Maybe in Thule. I'm not sure exactly where he is. But further down the board, I would have been fine reaching for Thule if I can find him. Where is he? There he is. Tuli Lopatu. I see why you don't go for him. I mean, it's this far down, but he is pretty good. I can say that. I made the class, right? A lot of these guys I did actually end up having to make. I had to make Keishawn Butte, that's for sure. Definitely Tuli. Dalton, I actually think I made as well. Um, Not sure where the other guys are, or like where the other ones I made was, or are. I think Kenny McIntosh. I don't know, but I gotta change that face. But yeah, I still got a lot of editing to do with this class for sure. But I'm just saying, just like right now, just to see, I got an accurate, pretty accurate 2 rounds. And Vikings take Devin Akane, or I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to say that name. I'm gonna say Akane, maybe Akane, maybe Akane. It's hard to tell. You can't really tell without someone telling you. Paris Johnson at left tackle lasts till this far down the board. Once again, probably won't happen. I got to move him up the board a little bit. And Jared Patterson at center for the Eagles. So they get, who did they get earlier? Keely Ringo and then Jared Patterson. So there's that. Jackson Smith and Jigba lasts till the 29th overall pick for the Bills to just pick him up fair and square. Noah Sewell goes to the Denver Broncos. I love that fit a lot. Noah Sewell could really be used there. And then Devin Witherspoon, cornerback out of Illinois. I had to make him. I remember that. Off the board. Who is the last pick of the first round? Joey Porter. Now, who's going to be the first pick of the second round? We're going to get predictions in. Do we want... I want DeJuan Jones. I had to make him as well. DeJuan Jones. Antonio Johnson's in play for sure. Brian Branch. We'll see. We'll see. Who is your prediction? I guess don't put it in the comments right now. Just keep it in your head. And I'm going to say, I didn't get to say. Anthony Richardson goes at quarterback to the Steelers. The first pick of the second round. It's pretty good. And then BJ Ojolari, left end out of LSU, goes to the Carolina Panthers. Then John Michael Schmitz, center, heading to, whatever. And then Steve Aliva, also another center, hopping off the board here early in the second round. DeJuan Jones heads off the board now as well. And Siaka Ika, Baylor defensive tackle. I'm not sure if he's from Baylor. I would think so. I'm not sure. I haven't done much with him in particular. Goes off the board at number 6 here in the second round. Clark Phillips, the corner, out of Utah. Antonio Johnson, finally off the board. He's a stud. To the Raiders out of Texas A&M. Should be fun, replacing a Jonathan Abram type player. And Tuli Pelotu to play some interior for the Browns. Should be pretty fun to watch, actually. Brian Branch now finds himself in a Richie Grant sort of situation, I'm assuming. Emmanuel Forbes, the Mississippi State corner, off the board now. Do like that a lot. Tate Ratledge goes off the board at tackle to the Cardinals. Josh Downs, the wide receiver out of North Carolina, goes. Was that before Jalen Hyatt, actually? Did Jalen... Okay, I didn't mean to pick player here. I wanted to see, is Jalen Hyatt still on the board? No, Keishawn Butte is. Where did Jalen Hyatt go? We'll make sure to look over these last two. And then Rashee Rice is my favorite player, maybe favorite receiver in this whole class. Dude, he is something else. He is definitely something else. I cannot wait to see what he can do in the league. But I really like Rashee. And maybe I give him a little extra, in the draft class, but that's just because I like the player, all right? Andre Carter out of Army, right end, goes, and then Robert Scott, the right tackle, finds himself off the board. Tony Grimes at corner goes mid-second round. Jervon Dexter Sr. off the board to the Dolphins to play interior for them. Nolan Smith, outside linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. And at Washington, you know who they got earlier? Who did they get? Who was it that was super surprising? It was Will Levis. And then now they're getting Lucas Van Ness. Now off the board be Rashee Rice at wide receiver. Goes before Keishawn Butte Rightfully so. And Jahmyr Gibbs teaming up with Saquon Barkley. In the second round here, the second round pick, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's pretty interesting. I do like that pick a lot. JL Skinner, cool. Nothing much to really say about that one. Javion Cohen, the right guard, finds himself going off the board. Kenny McIntosh to the Bengals. Henry Toa Toa off the board now. And then Zach Evans moving off the board. And we're moving to guys that are kind of uncharted territory. Who's still left? Zay Flowers, Kayshon Boutte, Jalen Kimber, Dalton Kincard, Matthew Bergeron. I made him as well. Pretty good. Anton Harrison, Darnell Washington, Cedric Tillman, the other Tennessee receiver. And then, yeah, you still have Kayshon Boutte up there as well. Elijah Ricks, Musgrave, Brandon Joseph. You still got some guys that are pretty top heavy here. Closing out the second round. We see a receiver here. No, we see Dalton Kincaid off the board. Now, who will this Eagles team take? They take Zay Flowers out of Boston College. Solid player, but I don't know. He just seems to be kind of that wild card pick. I probably would have rather gone Kayshon Boutte, but I like the way that he might work with that offense. Matthew Bergeron off the board here. Interesting. You really need a right tackle, I guess. One of them might be getting old. Luke Musgrave off the board. And then now we will see Cam Ward, the quarterback from Washington State, off the board to the Cowgirls. Not quite the last pick of the second round. This will be. Who is your prediction? All right, they need a receiver for sure. So Kayshon Boutte's in in a spot to go. Jalen Kimber, Anton Harris. I think the top 6 or 7 even are willing or good takes here for the Bears. I think that we can see them take any of those top 6 or 7 even. They go Elijah Ricks, cornerback out of Alabama. That'll be it for the 2-round. I guess we could keep it going as I talk, but that'll be it for me. Kind of just showing off the class and so far what I've done. And I just thought it'd be a quick video idea before, everything gets here and I have to rip the setup out and apart. But that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I can't really say the same about the support on the channel. It hasn't been all that great, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I guess I just need to do a little bit better. Not a little bit. I need to do a lot better, obviously, with just the channel in general. It just needs to be better. And yeah, I guess that will be it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this sort of video, and give me comments down below if you watched till now what sort of videos you'd rather see on the channel. I'd be more than happy to implement those. That'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching for like the 4th time now. See ya.